Hey people, this is Mr. UV aka Ultraviolet, and we're back with a video on Naruto Ninja Awakening. This time I'm gonna go ahead and tell you on how to capitalize on your resources and how to use them, and basically looking at the cadence that I reiterated in my last video, how you can use that to benefit and go on a road of success. All right, so let's just jump into it. Now, if you remember the cadence, I said that your first event that's going to pretty much kick in or kick off, it's going to be um Minato. Now, Minotaur is going to come up on your first 3 days that you play. You will have Minotaur. Alright, the way that this event works, the limited time summons event works, that is that you spend gold and then you move up these tiers every time you spend gold. Alright, now it goes 5, then it's 2 10s, then 15, and then it's a 30, and then it's 50. Now, if you do all the math on that, once you hit the 705, 7,500 mark, which is this last chest, you will have enough to unlock Minato 100% guaranteed. Now, the question that you're asking is, how much gold will it take to hit that moment or mark? Well, according to my calculations, it should cost you 20,000 to 22,000 gold to guarantee a Minato. So roughly around 20,000 gold, a guarantee you get a Minato. Now, you might see a lot of other people recommending you to just go until you hit 60 fragments and then um try to land within the top 10 on the leaderboards and get the other 60 shards. But that is not a smart way to do it, because if you look at the ladder, this is only the second day. It's only been 1 day that's passed in my server. 1 day. And look at the scores. The 10th spot, which is the last spot that you can get 60 shards, they're already done put up 7,000 points. This guy's damn near unlocked, guaranteed unlock the character, which means you're basically going to have to put up more than 7,000. So pretty much you're going to have to guarantee unlock the character. You're going to have to put up the 20k gold just to hit in the top 10. This is why I don't recommend you spending 60 or spending gold until you get 60 shards and then trying to get the other 60 through the leaderboards. Because what's going to end up happening, it's one or two things. Either you're going to get spend the 60, spend the gold to hit the 60, and then you're gonna have to spend more gold to stay relevant, which will probably lead you to end up unlocking the character, or you're not gonna be able to spend because maybe you ran out of gold, and then you're gonna be stuck with a 60 fragment character and that gold wasted. So I don't recommend you doing that. Either you go in all and guarantee unlock the character for 20,000 gold, or you just don't even spend any gold on the event at all. And that is what I recommend. Guaranteed 20,000 gold, you will unlock any limited time summon character. Any characters that's released in this method, you will guarantee unlock them. Guaranteed. And and the thing is, you might get even more shards. So you might unlock them and get even more, because you still have to consider that when you pull on these, you have a chance of getting Minotaur shards every pull. Not to mention, when the event is over after the 3 or 4 days, because it's the first time, you're going to, wherever you land on the leaderboard, you're going to get those fragments as well. So you're going to walk away with a Minotaur plus some extra shards on the side. So 20k or nothing at all. That's just how it goes. Now, for the spin event that they don't have in the game yet, because it's going to come out after Minotaur, and it will be Haruzen. The rates for him, like I said, it's a spin type of spin the wheel, but it's a box. 3 corners out the four is going to be Haruzen. The minimum is 3 shards, then it's 5 shards, then it's 40 shards. All right. The way that it works is that it's random. Now, according to my calculations, 20k shards should give you enough to unlock um on to unlock the character on the spin event as well. The difference though is that because it's based off of RNG, you might be able to unlock the character quicker with less than 20k shards, or I mean 20k gold, or more than 20k gold, because it's like a spin the wheel type of event, which is basically gonna spin it when you click the summon button, multi button. It's gonna spin in a circle and it'll land on a random slot. So you have three corners out of the box is gonna be um Haruzen, and then in between those corners is going to be random slots that's going to give you, random gear and stuff like that. So you have a chance that, who knows, your first three multis, you might land on that 40 slot, which should guarantee you 120 shards, which is enough to unlock Haruji. Or it might take you 50k gold, or it might take you, um, you know, 20 gold, or what have you. But the thing difference that event, just like this one, you will have tiers where, like, if you spend, let's say, just how this one has like 80 points you'll get 10, then 3,000 points you'll get 15. That event is going to run like that as well, but the numbers will be different. So that's why I said that it might take you either less gold depending on how lucky you are with the spins and where the meter lands, or it might take you more depending on where the meter lands. But you are still going to get some guaranteed shards through the progression of that event. All right. So those events, the spin and limited event, rotates back and forth, back and forth. There is a third event that's going to come out, and it is the typical event, the limited time advanced partner summons. All right. So in the summons of tab, like if you remember on your first couple of days, all the way up until your third day, you had A. He was here. All right. He was at the top. And then we had the little meter, spend 200 pools and you guarantee you got A. But if you got an A rank, S rank character, then they'll reset. Remember that? Those events will come back around. There's going to be one for Orochimaru, and Orochimaru and Minato will be inducted into these advanced summons as well. So you're gonna wanna save your scrolls and your gold. That's how you're gonna want to do. Now we're gonna go into the pay to play side on how to do it. And this also works for free to play as well. But there's going to be a couple stipulations that you're going to have to follow if you're going to go free to play. If you're going to go free to play, after watching my other video and knowing the cadence and the order that the characters are going to be released, you need to plan which one character you're going to want to go for. Free to play, you're most likely not going to be able to get KCM Naruto, because he's going to roughly cost you about a minimum of well, I can't say minimum because it's based off of luck, but roughly around 40,000 gold or more. Okay, I doubt you'll be able to get that much within 2 weeks of playing the game. All right, so you might want to skip him and think about going for one of these limited time summon characters, or one of the other ones to come in to spin, like Haruzen. But I would probably say limited time summon because it's guaranteed 100%. All right. So basically, you're gonna want to pick one of those characters, which I'll say is either Minato or Tsunade or Pain. You're gonna want to go for those three, and in that exact order. It is Minato, Tsunade, Pain. They do not go back to back as every other one, so remember that. All right. So if you're going free to play, you're gonna want to save all your gold, and pick one of these characters to go for. You're probably not going to have 20k gold at the beginning of the game free to play to go for Minato. So pretty much it's going to leave you with only two options, which is pretty much Pain or Tsunade. And you have to save all your gold. You can spend gold on anything. Now, this is going to apply to free to play and paywall side as well. On your third day of playing, this is very important. On your third day of playing, when Minato event shows up, at the same time, they're going to show, they're going to have an event for the Fortune Cat. This event right here is very important because the more gold you put in it, the more gold you can get back. But they do have limits on it, so it is like um Let's say it starts at 300, then you have to put in 500, then you have to put in 800. So it does go up. And if you don't have that 800, you won't be able to go to the next tier. You won't be able to use the fortune cat until you get 800. And then once you put in 800, let's say you'll be able to get back 12. But you won't be able to do after 12 until you have, let's say, 3200. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to want to save all the gold that you have within day 3 all the way up until day 7, and then use the fortune cat, cash out everything before that event leaves. Before this event leaves, you have 3 days on this event. You're going to want to cash out everything on this event if you're free to play. Now if you're paywall, if you want to go pay to win type of play, this is what I'm going to say. If you're going to buy gold from the store and you know what characters you want to unlock, out of all those characters I listed, you need to think about which ones you want to pick and what teams you want to build for the future. I'm gonna have a video coming up after this, it's gonna tell you what teams you might want to build. But you need to figure that out based off of your income, what you're willing to put into this game, and what characters you're looking to build. Alright? So that's gonna come down to you. But once you decide the amount that you want to spend, you need to, once you figure that amount, you need to spend all of that at one time. Okay? You need to spend all of that at one time. If you do the calculations and you say, all right, so I need about 40,000 gold, that's going to roughly run me about $200 to $300. You need to spend all of that $300 within your first 3 days of playing. As soon as, I want to say within the first 3 days, you need to spend it from day 3 to day 7. Basically, you need to spend all of that gold at one time before this fortune cat leaves. Because if you get, let's say, 6,000 gold from the store that you bought, you could then put that 6,000 into this fortune cat and turn that 6 to 8. And then maybe turn that 8 into 9 or 10. That's better than you spending 100 the first 3 days, then spending 200 after the fortune cat leaves, and then maybe another 100 after that. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be missing those bonuses that you could have got with this fortune cat. As you can see, I've maxed it out. I've maxed it out. So I don't know where it maxes out at, but as you can see, the best possibility I was able to get was 78,000 gold. I did not get 78,000 gold. As you can see, I was only able to get about 50k. All right. So it could have gave me a max of 78,000. I did not get that. I ended up getting around 50k. But it maxed out. I can't use the fortune cat anymore. All right. So that's what you're going to want to do. That's how you're going to be able to capitalize in these events. Now, another thing that people is probably going to ask is, how do you get more gold? How do you get more gold? There is no secret to getting gold in this game. There's only 2 ways to get gold in this game, and that is to play or pay. That's it. All these events that you see, all these tabs, every last one of them, every last one of these tabs that you see up here, all of them, they offer ways to get gold. And basically, all you have to do is play the game. That's it. Every last one of these is going to tell you how to get gold, obviously, other than the summon ones. But all of these are going to allow you to get gold. All of these. Literally, all of these, even down to this, all of these are going to allow you to get gold. So there's really no secret to get gold. All you have to do is play the game. Even the stories, they allow you to get gold. All of these events in here allow you to get gold. All you have to do is play the game. And if you come up short and you're willing to spend money, then you can in the VIP recharge. You can do that. Now, these packs and all of these do not count towards the VIP, and I'm gonna do a video on VIP. So, to reiterate, the only way to get gold is either to pay or play. That's it. There's no secret to it. You play the game or you pay to get gold in the game, and then you sit on that gold until the event that you are willing to invest into shows up in the character that you want. Now, there is another way to be able to capitalize on these characters according to the cadence. Now, remember, I told you those characters are going to come out. Minotaur's out right now. So is Orochimaru. Eventually, they're going to come into the advanced summons. Now, the way that you should do the advanced summons is you should sit on all of the gold. You should sit on all of the gold, and you should sit on all of your scrolls. All right? This is very, very important. This is very important because let's say, like, for example, I'm not going to pull on this Minato event because I want to save all of my gold for the next one, which is Hiruzen, third Hokage. I know that Minato is going to come into the advanced summons. So, all these scrolls that I'm saving and the scrolls that I'm going to get for this event right here, these 90 plus those 30 that I have right here, put me in that 120. All 120 of those scrolls I'm gonna pull for Minato and Orochimaru because I know Orochimaru has feathers with um um. Well, I know that Hiruzen, the third Hokage, he has feathers with Orochimaru as well as Tsunade. I already have Jiraiya and I already have Hanzo. I'm planning on building that team. And on top of that, I'm going to turn that team, as time passes, into another super team, which is basically going to have Pain on that team. All right? Basically, a whole yin and yang team. This is going to give me crazy bonuses. Crazy bonuses. And I'm going to do a video on that. So basically, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is basically hoard all your gold, all your scrolls, and wait until the character that you planning on getting comes out. Remember, all these are limited time events only require 20k gold. So if you can save 20k gold, guaranteed you're gonna walk away with one of those characters. That's all you have to do. But no, that once you spend that, there's also going to be another good character coming after that one. And it's another good character coming after that one. And it's another good character coming after that one. So you either need to plan ahead or be willing to spend. Still going to you're still going to have to plan ahead. All right? So in the next video, I'm going to be covering one of the biggest mistakes and regrets that I have. And also, it's something kind of tied in with this, but I didn't want this video to go too long. And I was going to be kind of short. So I'm going to tie that one with the VIP. And then after that, we're going to go into free to play teams, paywall teams, and a little bit more. All right. See you in the next one.